e-learning module presented by ETDC Vijayawada SC Railway. Topic is contactors. Contactor is a device used to close or open the empty and HT circuits, medium tension and high tension circuits. All contactors are operated remotely from driver's desk. Contactors are four types. First type EM contactor, electromagnetic contactor. Second type EP contactor, electro-pneumatic contactor. Third type drum contactor, we can call as reverser contactor also. Fourth type cam contactor, we can call seizure contactor also. First we will discuss about electromagnetic contactors. We can see here electromagnetic contactor circuit. See LT circuit, mid tension, whenever operate a switch in LT, the battery supply through a fuse, a protection fuse available, through switch, a coil will become electromagnetic. The coil will attract the armature. Now the actuating rod will move. Along with the actuating rod, the mobile jaw will go and join with the fixed jaw in empty or HT circuits. Now the circuit will complete in medium tension or high tension circuits. For example, if I switch on BLVMT in LT, C107, C105, C106 coils will energize. This contactor will close in medium tension. The Arno supply goes to the concerned motors MERH, MEMD1, MEMD2. That motors will start. Here is a provision of flexible shunt for easy and continuous supply for moving parts. An insulator is provided between LT and empty circuits. Whenever switch off in LT circuit, the coil will become demagnetized. This armature will come to the normal position. Now this mobile jaw will come to the normal position. This contactor will open. Whenever a contactor opens, an arc will produce. This arc will be thrown by blowout coil towards arc chute. Arc chute will be placed on the contactor. So the sparks produced when contactor open is thrown by blowout coil and it will be absorbed by the arc chute. This is the working of electromagnetic contactor. Again in EM contactor also. there are two types: three-phase EM contactors and single-phase EM conductor. Three-phase EM conductors, we are using C101, 102, 103 for compressors, 105, 106, 107 for blowers, 108 for ACMRF. And single-phase EM conductors are C118, only using for starting phase to R. In some of the locos, in place of C118, we are using EP conductor, electro-pneumatic, we call as S118 for starting phase. Three-phase EM conductors. So now we are able to see blowers control circuit. Suppose any of the blower contactors C107 or C105 or C106 see not closing. So how to troubleshoot you will see. Suppose if C107 is not closing, first we will see C107. C107 only is not closing. So we have to change the positions of HVRH. So HVRH normal position is 1, we have to change to 3, we have to try. So that contactor flexibility you have to check. Any pit marks or wet marks we have to clean. Still C107 is not closing, we can wedge C107 contactor. In EM contactors, maximum 2 contactors can be wedged. Similarly, if C105 contact is not closing, we can change the switch positions HMT1 from 1 to 3 position and try. Or pit marks, weld marks, any is there, we have to clean them. Flexibility also, C105 contacts flexibility also we have to check. Whether QTD105 is energized or not, we have to check. Similarly, if C106 contact is not closing, so we have to change the positions of HMT to 2. It should be on 1 position, we can change it to 3 and try. And we have to check the flexibility of this contactor C106. And any pit marks or weld marks are there, we can clean. And we have to ensure QTD106 was in energized condition. After getting off troubleshooting also, if any of the EM contactors, either C107 or 105 or 106 not closing, we are permitted to wedge the EM contactor. You can see here how to wedge EM contactor. With a suitable wooden wedge or with supplied EM contactor wedging clip, we can wedge the contactor. After wedging of contactor, no need to place R-tube. After wedging of any EM contactor, so we have to ensure the 3 tips are properly closed. By removing the R-tubes, we have to ensure the 3 tips, mobile and fixed jaws, closed completely. If we wedge C105, 106, 107, if we wedge any of the EM contactors C105, 106 or 107, after wedging, we have to keep concerned switch HVRH, HVMT1 or HVMT2. So for C107, if we wedge C107, HVRH switch. If we wedge C105, HVMT1. If we wedge C106, HVMT2 should be kept in 3 position to maintain a path to the QNet branch for closing of. So you can see in DJ control circuit. See, if we wedge C105. The C105 normally flow interlock will open and you will not get any path to the QNet. So at the time after wedging of C105, so we have to keep HVMD1 on 3 position to maintain the path to the QNet. Similarly, so wedging of C106, we have to keep HVMT2 on 3 position. For wedging of C107, we have to keep HVRH on 3 position. Suppose if all 3M contactors C105, 106, 107, all 3 are not losing, the problem may be in CCA fuse, Q100 relay, not energizing, switch value empty may be defective, or Q100 interlock may be defective. At the time, we have to close BLCPD and ensure whether CPs are working or not. After closing of BLCPD, if CPs are working, fuse CCA and Q100 are good. If CP is also not working, we can conclude fuse CCA defective or Q100 defective. If CPs are working, the defective may be BLMT or Q100. So we have to take notch, we have to take MPJ forward and take a notch. If blowers are starting, we can conclude BLMT may be, switch may be defective. Still blowers are not working. That means all blowers C105, 106, 107 not losing, not working. We have to clean the Q100 normally open interlock. Still not success. We can wedge 2 of the maximum 2 EM contacts we can wedge. It is C105 or 106, 107. Out of 3 we can wedge only 2. So working a loaded train. If I am working with a loaded train, so I have to wedge C105 or 106 both, and because C107 is not closing, MERH is not working, I have to clear the section with maximum current ratings 920 bar 500 amps. And we have to inform the TLC. In case of light stock, so we can wedge either C105 or 106 and second truck to be isolated, and we can wedge C107. So we can clear the section, we can work the train after informing the TLC. Similarly, if CP contactors C101, 102, 103, CPs are not working. Suppose if one of the CP is not working, you can change the HCP position and we can try. So all CPs are not working. C101, 102, 103, all CPs are not working. So we have to put on BLMT and we have to ensure if blowers are working, CCA good condition and Q100 is good condition. If blowers also not working, you have to troubleshoot for CCA and Q100. If blowers working and CPs are not working, close BLCP and try. If success, defective may be BLCP or RGCP. Still CPs are not working. Even after closing of BLCPD also, if CPs are not working, you have to clean the interlock of Q100. Still not success. So for clearing of section or for working of a train, we have to wedge CP contactors. We can wedge maximum 2 CP contactors, either 101, 102, 103. If CP contacts are wedged, So we have to follow some precautions. So CPS will work continuously and pressure will build up. So there is no cut in cut off or GCP will be bypassed. So if any of the CP contacts wedge, so we have to do one thing. We have to ensure working of SS2. So after maximum pressure build up at 10.5, SS2 has to flow. We have to ensure working of SS2. And slightly we have to create a leakage on CDC. So before MR1, if you open CDC drain cock slightly, after opening of CDC drain cock, we have to ensure the pressure is maintaining between 8 to 9.5 kg per centimeter square. So we can clear the section and we can work further as per the instruction of TLC. Means if CP contacts wedge means, so we have to ensure working of SS2 and slightly we have to create a leakage on CDC. The ACMRF provide locus. If C108 is not closing, there is no need of troubleshooting, we should not use RP. If single phase EM contactor C108 is not closing, so we cannot close DC, starting phase will not be there, so we have to troubleshoot. Here you can see DJ control circuit. Suppose battery voltage is there, Q1 energizing, Q45 energizing, Q44 energizing, but here C1 is not closing, we will experience ICDC. So if C1 is not closing, so we have to clean the interlocks of QCVR on C1 branch and we have to clean the interlocks of Q45. Clean the interlocks of Q44 on C1 branch and try. So at any cost, we should not wedge C1 contactor. Suppose during HT, C1 is not closing. In LT, if C1 is picking up, that means through BB interlock C1 is flowing. During HT through Q44, C1 is not picking up. So we can clean the interlocks of Q44. If not success, contact TLC for advice.